another one.
On this edition of the AUDIOZONE channel.
J Cruz, aka known as the AUDIOZONE, here with another day, another video. I want to thank you guys for the support and the love you guys have given this channel, first of all, man. But we're bringing something different, man. We're going to teach you today how to do a ceramic coating, how to get your car protected with ceramic coating, and the process you have to go through, you know what I'm saying, to get this done. So today we're going to be using this beautiful car. You can see she's dirty, as you can tell. The car is extremely dirty. It has a lot of different little marks and swirls inside the paint job, as you can tell from these images here right now. So when you're seeing all the kind of stuff that this car has, it's going to take for us to do a lot of work to get this situated and cleaned up, right? So let me show you a little bit of the process of what we have to go through. If you look at the finish of this paint, you can tell exactly what we're talking about. Like, you can see how it's not really that good, you know what I'm saying? It's got a lot of things going on with it. So the beginning process for us to get this car done is, first of all, we're going to give it a foam bath, which is going to be a process that is used throughout the industry to be able to apply a soap film around the vehicle and allow you to be able to get all the dirt and grime and all the other stuff that gets stuck on your paint removed from the vehicle. So it's a really good washing process. So we're going to foam it. Then after that, we're going to do a clay bar. We're going to do some paint correction to get all the swirls and all the marks off. And after that whole build is done, we're going to go ahead and apply the ceramic coating and see what you guys think, man. It could be a long process. We also have to do taping of these stripes. So you see the stripes that are on the vehicle, we have to mask these off to make sure that we don't have no issues going on with them. So we're going to mask these off. We're going to mask off some of the other edges here, and you'll see as it goes through to be able to get the ceramic coating applied to this car. So to start on this right now, we're going to go ahead and get this unit cleaned up and washed. We're going to start with the foam bath. We're using the chemical. Let me show you guys some of the chemicals here. So where is the soap that we just used for there? Here it is right here. Cool. To start doing the foaming process on this one, man, we're gonna go ahead and use this product from Chemical Guys. It's gonna be basically a suds. It's a hydro suds ceramic car wash soap. We use that for a purpose, man. It allows us to be able to clean the vehicle really good, but also at the same time allow us to start getting protection built into the car if we get it going. So we're gonna start the process now with the foam brush and get this going here, man. Detail in the building, man. This is Mr. Punisher, we're gonna call him here today, man. This is he's beginning to put a layer of water in the vehicle to get everything loose from the car, start getting everything situated. As you can see, this is some of the process we're gonna go through. So I'm gonna show y'all some of the footage as we get this going on this car for ceramic coating. He's doing a complete wash in this car. Y'all can get an understanding of what's going on. He's applying water throughout and release all the dirt and grime that's on this vehicle to start with, okay? So you can have an understanding, because this is what he's doing right now. So now that we have the car completely covered with the foaming on it, releasing all the dirt, if you actually look, you'll start seeing that everything starts to come down. you see that everything starts to drip down, and that's the process we use to be able to vehicle get it prepped and ready for what we have to do next. So right now we got the coating on it to clean it. Now we're gonna go to give it a wash down by the hand. After we do the wash by hand, we're gonna rinse the vehicle out and get to the next step, which is the clay bar. Stay tuned. Now we're getting the wheels cleaned up, y'all, and getting everything nice and cleaned up inside there. You can tell everything's beautiful. Y'all see the end result, and that's what matters the most. But it's the process, y'all. This is what you guys are seeing in minutes, is actually hours of time. But this is what it takes to get this done. I like that brush. That's what it takes to get the wheel done. We will look after the brush, we hit it with a towel to make sure that everything is nice and clean and released. As you can tell there. And that's the beginning of the process of this car. The most that we can, man, but right now we're rinsing the car after we did the whole hand wash. We put the foam on, we used the 2 buckets, got everything cleaned out and going. And now we are rinsing off the car to get everything situated and clean and ready for the clay protections and everything else we need to do. The clay bar, not bad, I don't need clay protection, but to get it all situated and get it going. So right now we're rinsing the car out. Then we're gonna dry the car out, and then we're gonna clay bar the car out. So that's kind of the process we go through. So now we're at the next phase where we get this vehicle done. Now we're drying the vehicle, getting everything cleaned off and getting it situated. Door jambs being cleaned out, bottom rocker panels being cleaned out. We're getting everything for the car cleaned out so we can get it inside the car and start inside the bay and start getting some of the processes done of correcting the paint. So what paint correction is going to be, paint correction allows, I don't know if you ever seen your car in the sun. You see swirl marks, you see those scratches, you see those blemishes and stuff in the paint. Paint correction is the process that we do to be able to clean the paint really, really well, but also be able to correct those scratches. So we have different chemicals that we use, some of them for heavy blemishes, some of them for light blemishes, depending on what the static of the car or the breaking the condition of the paint is. Once we get into that point, we do all the paint correction in the vehicle. We keep on going down the steps. So right now, you guys have already seen putting the soap on the vehicle. Y'all have seen washing the car down, drying the car down, getting the rims cleaned. Now we're gonna get the car inside the bay and start blowing out some of the other areas that we have of water in the vehicle to be able to get the car dried out, to bring it inside. Once we get inside, we start the paint correction. From the paint correction, we lay down the ceramic coating, and we should be seeing a good process very soon. Stay tuned. All right, cruise crew, so at this point in time, we are on the car, we got it inside the bay, and now we're gonna start with the first part of the process of paint correction, which is gonna be doing a clay bar. So a clay bar is gonna be something that allows you to remove all the contaminants that are in your paint, any kind of thing that built up through the years, anything that happened through time, any kind of contamination that the paint might have from, you know, when it rains down here, sometimes the rain has dirts and different contaminants, so we're gonna clay bar this car now and get that going here. So we're gonna show you how that works out. Mr. Punisher, show us how this works. You put the lube on. And start rubbing it very lightly.
Yeah, just lightly.
Just very lightly. Start getting it all situated and applied. And you're gonna start feeling it and start to see what the contaminants are in the paint as you start doing it. You'll start to see stuff come up on that mitt, and it'll show you. But you can do one panel at a time. So you're gonna go through one panel at a time on the vehicle. Don't try to do the whole thing at one time, because you can't. And one panel at a time, and just lube it through, massage it through, and start doing the clay bar. I'm doing all the clay barring and getting all that done. You're going to now wipe off the chemicals that you use, basically the lube, and this is what your paint will start to look like. You'll be able to feel a nice smooth surface when you touch it, but that's the beginning of what it's looking like. And as you could tell, it's beginning to look very, very fabulous, y'all. So that's what it's like. Hey guys, so just so you can see, now that we got all the clay bar done, we're now masking out the stripes. This vehicle does have stripes on the vehicle, so we're masking them out. So when we start doing the paint correction, we don't have any swirls or anything happening to the stripes of the vehicle. Make sure there's no issues or no error with that. So we're gonna go ahead and mask them off completely all the way through the car, from front to back. Get this going and situated so we can do what we have to do and get the painted surfaces nice and polished. We're right now getting to the stages of paint correction where we're able to get the vehicle with the light hit because this car wasn't too bad. So we're getting ready to get it situated with the paint correction, get everything buffed out, so we can put a coat on it. Then we're gonna start playing with it and getting into the scratches and getting in there and getting it figured out. But you can see exactly what's going on. Está en cámara, so es profesional. He said that.
Ese es one of them.
Aquí hay Juanito, no, mira, aquí hay un guayazo grande. You see it, right?
Yep.
Let me see if I can show you all this. Inside here, you can see there's a long scratch coming down here. Right? Now we're gonna get that corrected.
Inside C4.
¿Tú lo viste, verdad?
Ya.
I thought you were calling me when you got insurance. I could help you a little more. Alright, so give it a couple of hands. We still have a little scratch that's in there, like a couple little minor scratches that are in there. So we're gonna go down with a little more of a harder cut, which is on these pads. When you on these pads, you'll be able to know they come for different kind of options, right? So, an example, on these pads that are here, you'll notice that it says for heavy cutting, for medium cutting, for light cutting, for finishing, and for waxing. So we have to get the other one to be able to get these scratches that are in there. Because once you lay down the ceramic coating, that's a wrap. So let them get going in there. Light cut on this one. A light cutting process. Cut the scratches. So we went and we hit it again, and we still have those imperfections in that paint that are in there. So we're gonna go a little bit deeper with the clear cut correction compound from Chemical Guys, is known as C4, to get these imperfections out, because once you lay down the ceramic coating, it's a done deal. So now let them do his thing here, y'all. Cruise, so at this point in time, you can see it's dark outside, late night already, but we already got done with all the paint correction. As you can tell on one side, she is glass. And now we're doing the waxing on this side with a C4 chemical for Chemical Guys. It's a polish for the paint, the minors, but it definitely doesn't tickle. We're doing applying the wax onto this part now. As you can tell, it's on there. So then do the buffing of the vehicle, and after we get done with that, we will be able to ceramic coat. But if you look at this side, it's a mirror. Look at the reflection of my hand. Look how clear that reflection is. It's perfect. You see that, guys? Perfect reflection. That tells you that the paint is actually in perfect condition right now. So at this point in time, we are applying the wax to the vehicle. Once we wax the vehicle, we'll take off the wax and we'll be able to apply the ceramic coating. So we've already done all of it. Look at the paint. Look at this, y'all. We've done all of it. We got the polish, we've done the paint correction. We got everything that we need Take a look at the reflection. Look at the reflection on my hand on there. Look how perfect that is. Because that right there is all paint corrected. Everything here is done. We've done the polish, paint correction, everything possible to get done. Now we're gonna go and apply the ceramic coating and let it sit and get it going. But right now, perfection. This car is black, you know, a very difficult color. Look at the reflection of my legs. Perfect. Everything here is perfect. So this is what it's gonna be like for the paint correction right before we go ahead and add on to it now the ceramic coating. Y'all see me sweating? Yeah, AUDIOZONE putting in that work too. And I only work for like 10 minutes and I'm sweating, so imagine. But I'm out of shape, y'all. But we're gonna go ahead now and apply the ceramic coating and get this going, y'all, so y'all can see what it's like. I'm gonna let it cure. When I get it out tomorrow, y'all gonna be able to see the vehicle completely in the sun and give me your reaction to a beautiful paint correction, ceramic coated, black Dodge Charger. Stay tuned. Car, and we've already done everything to it. We're about to apply the ceramic coating to it and show you how this is pretty much done and how we do it and what it's gonna end up looking like when we get finale with it, man. So right now we are gonna get the ceramic coating applied to the car, let it cure, let it have its whole time. They say 1 hour to let it, you know, cure for drive time, but we're gonna give it more hours just to make sure that everything's perfect. But I'm gonna show you guys exactly how this is done. All right, Punisher, show what we got going on. All right, so Punisher, after we put this down like this, what's the next process we have to do?
Buff it up.
And how long you have to wait for it to be buffed out? Depending on the chemical, obviously.
About a minute.
All right, so let's see how this comes out, y'all. You can see the thing going on. And you can see it going on and what it's looking like right now, y'all. So right now you see that little haze going on. I'm gonna show you in a second when we buff this out what it's gonna end up looking like. So we're gonna give it a minute, y'all. Stay tuned. It's very important is no matter what you do, make sure you have enough microfiber towels. You have to use a new towel every single section that you want to do to make sure you get a beautiful buff on the vehicle. As you can see, it's happening right now. So after you let it dry for a little while, you're gonna come and give it a buff, just like that. So that same process you saw there has to be repeated throughout the whole car. I always suggest doing a panel at a panel. What I mean by that is an example. If you're working on this one, knock out this panel first. Then knock out this part. Then knock out this part. Then do the doors and kind of go panel by panel so you don't have no problem with it. Have any kind of issues when it's curing. This one that we did today, it calls for an hour of cure time. It's a 5-year ceramic coating. So we're gonna let it sit for more than an hour though. Like I said, we want it to sit longer just to make sure everything's cured. Even though they say you could drive it out there an hour, we'd rather let it sit for a little bit more, make sure that it's hardened completely and got the effects that we're trying to accomplish. There's a lot of work to get the paint correction done, and to then just try to fast it at the end and mess it all up, it's not worth it, y'all. So right now this is gonna be the process we're gonna continue in this car. I'm gonna show y'all a couple hours later on when it dries down. We're gonna take some photos and put them on this video so you can see exactly what it comes out like. But it being here live and seeing this vehicle, there is nothing that I could even tell you. I mean, this car really looks amazing. So stay tuned. We're gonna let this car go through all the process of applying the ceramic as you saw there, get to the end of it and show you what it looks like. Stay tuned. Guys, so after we got the whole vehicle ceramic coated, now we're gonna go ahead and ceramic coat the wheel. We've washed the wheels very, very well. You gotta make sure they're perfect before you do the ceramic coating on there, because it will seal anything that's in there. So we're ceramic coating these wheels now. That's gonna prevent the dust and everything from coming on the vehicle or getting stuck on the wheels, and always give it a nice, clean luster of a shine for the vehicle. So right now he's applying the ceramic coating to the wheels to make sure that everything on the car comes out being perfect. And this guy will be very happy when he gets his girl back. I can't wait to do this to mine. We'll see when I can get it in here though. Customers first. That guy over there doesn't understand that. He says his car's first. Hell with other customers. But this is what it looks like when you get the ceramic coating on there. You apply it, you let it flash. After it flashes, according to the manufacturer ceramic that you're using, you go to you buff them off, and that will also be protected. Ceramic coating is done. We're about to pull it out the bay, y'all. Let's take a look at it in the light. Definitely a long process, well worth it. The shine of this car is amazing. It's very reflective. You can see images very good, and that's when you know you got a good car. Check this out, y'all. So we're gonna end this video, man. The car came out amazing. It's beautiful. The gloss is amazing. The reflection is amazing. Car looks very, very good, man. Can't even complain. I'm very grateful for it, man. If you need ceramic coating, you know where to hit us up. AUDIOZONE TX. Phone number is 972. It's 513-0111. You can hit us up at the shop. You can call or text us, set up your appointment. Got great deals going on. If we're getting this going here in the shop, but we want to be able to bless you with your car and keep it protected and shine for many, many years. We want to thank you guys for watching. Always thank you guys for the support. Y'all be good and God bless.